Number 10. Find the piecewise function for the graph. So I made it a little bigger picture if it is helpful. Right here. Okay, so let's give a moment to think about why we call this piecewise function. So when we call piecewise function, the domain is divided. It's like a small piece, right? So if you look at this graph, it starts right here, where 1 is, and this is closed. So first graph up here, domain is where the x is going, right? So I'll say x is, because closed, I will put this sign here, including 1 and further up. That will be the first one. The second one right here, second piece, I'll say piece. Here, look at the x domain. It starts from 1 and it goes all the way down. But this is open. It means 1 is not included here. So domain of this graph, I will say x is less than 1. Does it make sense? The two graph has different domain. One is going all the way up, one is all the way down. So if you look at the ABC here, even without looking at the actual graph, with the domain, the answer should be C, right? So the answer is C. Let's go over number 11. So sixth term of the sequence is 59. Each term after the first is 3 minus the previous term. Write an explicit function that models the general term of the sequence Fn. Well, it sounds like it's a lot, but I'm sure you can do it. First, I will explain the sequence first. Sequence, well, I'll make on my own example. Sequence, I can say 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. All the last number I will say A1 because I can say this is A1, first term of the sequence. This is A2, second term. A3, third. A4, fourth. A5, term, I didn't write it here. And then all the way to the last one is nth, right? A-nth. That's nth term. That's what we are looking for. Okay? So the question said sixth term is 55. It means A6 is 59. You got that? Okay. And next. When you look at this, it is my own sequence. It's on example. So I'll add 2 every time. This is common difference. Common difference. Every time we are adding same number between the terms. So look at the question. Each term after the first is 3 minus the previous term. It means in this question number 11, this common difference is -3. Yes, Okay, so I will erase all this. And then I will start to solve the question. So, explicit function is an, a1, d. Okay, so a1 was the first term, d is the common difference, okay, so n means nth term. In this question, we know n for sure. Why? Because it says sixth term, so means n is 6. I will change this. A6 is, we don't know A1 yet. We need to find it out. And D was -3, right? So -3. N is 6 because we are looking for sixth term that's given in the question. Because A6 was 59. It says right here, sixth term of the sequence is 59. So I will say 6 minus 1 is 59. Because it's given in the question. So what's the A1? So do you want me to find it with you? I can do it. So 59 is A. This is 5, right? What's A1? I'll add 15 both sides. Yes? It will 74. Yes? Okay, so going back to the question, how do we need to answer? Write an explicit function that models the general term of the sequence. So we need to change this, what we know. We know A1, we just found out this 74, right? So I'll change this as 74. What was the common difference? Was -3. So I'll change -3. That's the general form of explicit function. So this is the answer. So let's go over number 12. So I think number 12, everyone will get correct, I think, because you guys are so smart. So let's read. Which of the following sequences are arithmetic? How do we know if you can find common difference? That is arithmetic. If you cannot find common difference, it is not arithmetic. So let's look at number 1. Here, 2, -4, 6, -8, 10. So between, I have to add it -6. So I will apply next one, -6. Wow. You cannot find the 6 after, right? So A is not arithmetic. A is not. Let's look at the B. 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, 1.4, 1.5. Okay. So I will add 0.1. Then I can get 1.2, right? So I will add the same. Yes, it works every time. It works every time. I'm adding each time. So this is arithmetic. B is good. And let's look at the C. 6, 3, 0, -3, -6. So I'll do each time I'll do -3. I'll add -3. Does it work? Yes, I think so. It works. Yes. So C is arithmetic. So let's look at the D. If you look at the D, what's the common difference? I don't think we have it because when we have this, I will add half. Then I will expect to get 1. Half plus half is 1, but it's 1/3. So D is not. So the answer is B and C. Number 13. Here is the format. Do you remember how do we call this? Recursive. Recursive means what's the relationship of this an and an minus 1. So I'll explain one more time. I will write down my own sequence. This is just an example. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. When you have this common difference, D is +2, right? Each time I'm adding 2. So common difference is 2. And let's say I have all the way down an is the last one. Do you remember the term? I will say first term is 1, 3 is the second term, first term, second term, third, fourth, fifth, and this is nth term. The before, this is the last one, second last is an minus 1. This is n minus 1 term. This is nth term. Guys, one more time. I'll explain one more time. So let's say I have sequence 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, and it's on and on and on. The last one is a nth term. Second to last is an minus 1 term. Okay? And I'm adding 2 each time. I'm adding 2. So like this. If I want to get A2, I need to add 2 every time, but to the previous one. If I want to get 3, I have to add 2 to the previous one. That's what it means. This is the last term. If I want to get last term from the previous, you have to add. I will write it here. If you want to get the last term from the second to last, you have to add common difference. Then you will get the last term. So look at this form. Recursive means second to last you added your common difference D, then you got the last one. So it means -2 is the common difference. Then what is 12 means? N is 1. It means, oh, this is A1. Look at this. Put 1 right here. That's A1. So the book actually makes really fancy, but it shows it gave you all the answers. Like what? A1 is 12. Means first term is 12, right? First term is 12. What's the common difference? D? -2. So let's find the first 4 terms. It means you need to know A1, A2, A3, A4. And the question already gave you the A1, 12. And this is common difference, -2. So we'll deduct 2 every time. So second term is 10, third term is 8, fourth term is 6. So the answer is 12, 10, 8, 6.